Testing it.
That looks like we're live.
Live.
It's a EuroAsia Scrum. It's Sam and Thomas and David, and here we are. And yes, well, we could, if you want to just flick onto my screen, David. I'll pull up the members page and the appropriate.
Okay, so you've got no control of that. I've got a control.
Well, I've got no control of which screen gets broadcast. But if you put the broadcast on my screen, then I can,
yeah, you're not sharing a screen yet, though, Sam.
No, I'm not, but I am
right
now. And then I can go over here.
Fantastic.
And, go to the members page. Let's start with David. How are things with you?
Not bad. No real updates. Shall we swap so that I run the 11?
Yeah,
11 a.m. to 10 a.m.
That would be great.
Today.
If you run the 11 o'clock Euro Scrum today, that would be very helpful for me. Yeah, and going forward, I think, and Thomas will be around to give you a hand or what have you. Yeah, great. Are you blocked on anything, David? Technical or otherwise?
I don't think so. No, I was working away on some JavaScripty things yesterday, but no blockages. Thomas, can you run Euro Scrum tomorrow, please, if you're about?
I think I can. Yes, I think I can.
Yeah. All right.
That's all.
Okay, Thomas, how are things with you?
Thank you. You paired some with Brian and Renee last night. We were doing some more code reviews of my little pull request, and Rene and me and Brian were looking over his code. He was working on a feature with a web-based mailer interface, and came up with a pretty good solution. The problem, for instance, the problem we are having, we are facing that we have a 200 email quota on SendGrid,
right?
But we have 480 members, so if we want to send out a newsletter, we have to solve that problem, right? So we are actually doing that over a period of 3 days in this case. Because he set we can set that in the code that we only send out 180 mails a day, so we can save 20 for like new member sign-ups or some other emails. So.
Sure. Yes.
So that, he came up with a pretty good solution.
Presumably as well. I mean, at the moment we're spending maybe 20 a day on spam emails through the Hire Me buttons.
Yes, and presumably that's. Are you still getting them?
I certainly was until quite recently. Did you put something in place to stop it?
I'm not quite sure whether it's pushed out to production yet, though.
Yeah.
There is a solution for that.
Let me see. Agile Ventures. I was getting them as recently. What was the date of this one?
Okay, so
I was getting them on. I was getting them before the weekend. I haven't. So I had one on the 3rd. Several on the 3rd. I haven't had any since then, actually.
Okay, so perhaps Brian pushed that out to.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, great work. Excellent.
So anyway, and we also created a few stories in Pivotal Tracker last night. We have this epic about memory optimization, and Rene has been doing some benchmarking and some measurements on articles, on users, on projects, and we are doing we can optimize the queries to the database when pulling out the index pages, because we're using way too much. I mean, we're getting way too much back from the. Yeah,
you need more than you need. Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So, a problem child for us is the act as taggable gem.
Yes.
That we are using for skills and for titles. So we're gonna have to rethink the way we do that.
Yeah.
But so we're continuously monitoring the memory usage, so we don't end up in the same situation as we did before. And
right.
So yeah, but other than that, not much else going on. I'm getting ready to host this developer meeting for that. Yes, tonight, and I hopefully get some people to attend to that. The last 3 meetings has been me, Brian, and perhaps one person only.
Yeah.
So the pressure for formal meetings and formal decisions that we've been under, for the last 2 months, doesn't. I mean, when we do get those meetings in place and the mechanism in place, it seems that they lose the appeal.
Indeed. I mean, I think there's a combination there of one, people can often say that they want things but don't necessarily have time to fit them in, and then secondarily, I think part of the pressure was on to have the meetings per se, but I think it was also on having a different kind of control structure, and I think we've been forced into a position where we're saying very clearly that ultimately you'll have the final say, and I think some people have just kind of I don't know. Anyway. I think it's definitely worth having them. I mean, we had very good attendance at the retrospective meeting, and I think
Yes, but a quick comment on that. I mean, during the last month, again, there was so many ideas about how to do things, how to
Yes.
but I must say I watched the retrospective meeting recording, and I was surprised by the lack of discussion. Actually, I mean, it was good discussion, but it wasn't as
vigorous as
vigorous as I was suspected it could be. So,
yes. There's a number of factors. I think also there's I'm concerned about two things, which is one of the fact that I tend to dominate these discussions. I think another thing is people getting used to doing the retrospective format. I was sort of experimenting with using the Google document. I think people, you can have a very vigorous discussion in Slack because people feel slightly less inhibited. Whereas I think if you put 10 people in a room, it's another thing again. And then if you put 10 people in a hangout, that's another thing again. So there are sort of the media dynamics of it. What I'm hoping to have on, so I put it in the calendar for Wednesday, immediately after the Americas Scrum, is a Agile Ventures planning meeting, which is going to be solution focused. So I mean, obviously we can have more discussion.
Hopefully.
But I'd like to have a meeting where we basically, it's all about proposals. What are our proposals? Specific things that we could check, that we could reallocate resources to, that we should be doing, that people can do, and so on. So let's see how that goes.
Yes, hopefully at this time I can attend.
Yeah. I was also wondering about whether it's an idea to try and get a document out earlier and get people to put, because I think also it puts people on the spot if you ask them, like, give me your solution. So maybe that's something I will do now.
Yes. I mean, yes, we don't want to put people on the spot in any way. So
or at least, I mean, I think we want to enable people to express how they feel, and we don't want them to, be inhibited in that regard. Anyway, let's just do me. So yes, I'm looking through the Rails source code to try. I'm thinking about like little changes that might make our Cucumber steps and local support simpler. I mean. Paul and Marion and Michael are rushing along on local support, really getting a lot done and hitting features, which I'm reviewing, and that's all ongoing. That's good. I should have a client meeting on Thursday with Rachel. Need to email her about that. AV102, I've got to do this evening. Auto graders, my script for creating the new spots for the instructors is not working, annoyingly. I need to get on that. We've got the auto grader meeting tomorrow. Yeah, that's sort of. I'm not really blocked on anything technical, just bits and pieces really. I guess it'll be the all makers pairing again today, Tuesday. Yeah, and I'll be online for doing this AV102 thing later on this evening. Yeah, that's about the size of it really. Yeah, anything else that we need to address, guys?
Not on my part.
No, good stuff. Okay, well I'm going to get on and do those warm-up thing. So I won't be in the Euro Scrum today, but I'll drop in, as and when, but I'll do the Atlantic Scrum. David, thanks for swapping. I think that's going to be good. One thing to mention actually. So the AV102, the homework this week is going to be to come and attend a Scrum and vote on a story. So not necessarily immediately, but by the weekend, maybe we'll have some more AV102s dropping into the Scrums.
Yes.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I remember we did that last time. Yeah, I think it was really good. So.
Yes. Well, I think that the thing that we want to really hit hard is that there is a reward for, that there is this second track of certificates now that you can get if you keep on attending scrums. I think the trick is, in some ways, we want to get people to do it like not a couple of times, but like 4, 5, 8, 12 times in a row. Get into the habit of doing it. I think we might have a completely different community on our hands. But let's
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Good stuff, guys. I'll catch you a bit later then.
All right. Take it easy.
Bye for now.
Cheers.
Right.